Hey everyone, it's Brian and I'm here in Christchurch, New Zealand. Now my plan here in New Zealand is I'm actually going to meet up with a couple of friends and we are going to rent an RV and travel around for a couple weeks around here in the South Island. However, my friends, I'm not going to meet them until tomorrow, which means today I get to check out Christchurch. Now if you can tell, it's pretty windy, it's rainy, it's cloudy, it's kind of miserable. But hey, you know, you got to look on the bright side of life. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to check out the city, the sights, and see a little bit of the New Zealand culture, at least here in Christchurch. Christchurch Town Hall is not open to the public. Too bad. When the weather started getting rough, we go into museums. The Quake Museum goes into the details of New Zealand's extensive history of earthquakes and seismic zone. Let me tell you, this place can really shake and really has devastated the country in the past. While the rain has stopped, the wind is still strong, so let's check out the Canterbury Museum. This museum is an eclectic hodgepodge of various items specializing in dinosaurs and pretty much anything they could find to put in the museum. Best of all, it's free. Next up was the art gallery, where there was an extensive collection of various artwork from various types of inputs and styles, both from local New Zealand, Maori, and international. The Te Matatiki Toi Ora Arts Center is a beautiful building from the outside. Inside is more like a craft fair. Let's check out the Botanical Gardens. The silver fern is one of the more powerful symbols of New Zealand, both to European colonists and to the indigenous Maori. In cities around the world, there are botanical gardens. It's an oasis within a concrete jungle. It's a step away from all the hustle and bustle, and it just brings peace and tranquility. And I tell you, I could spend hours here. The World Peace Bell is a 365-pound replica of the one given by Japan to the United Nations after World War II. If there's any kind of food you're looking for, apparently you can find it inside here at the Riverside Market. In addition to eating, you can also take a local New Zealand cuisine cooking class. When in doubt, you always default to gelato. Behind me is the famous Christchurch Cathedral. It was heavily damaged during the earthquakes of 2010 and 2011, and like La Familia Sagrada in Barcelona, it'll probably never be finished getting repaired. Throughout Christchurch, you'll find an extensive collection of street art. Just go down any random alley and you will likely see something. It is quite amazing. The local artists help reflect the national identity and culture of New Zealand. Here in New Zealand, they have solved the problem of which gender uses which toilets. Here in the bathroom, and yes, I made sure there's nobody else in here while I'm doing this video, we have the handicapped toilet, and we have a unisex toilet, and there's another one. So it doesn't matter if you're male, female, identify as male, identify as female, or anywhere in between, or everything. Just come in and use the toilet. Nobody cares. While it's springtime in the northern hemisphere, down here in the south, it's autumn. The Christchurch Transitional Cathedral, commonly referred to as the Cardboard Cathedral, fills the void until the actual Christchurch Cathedral can be completed. Well, there you have it. That was my full-day self-guided tour here of Christchurch. Saw a little history, realized this place is very prone to earthquakes. It's been a while since we've had a major one, so hopefully we don't have one soon. Hopefully it's not a little foreshadowing, but a lot of history, a lot of culture, and the people here are nice.